It's time to go live then. It's a little bit early, but I'll take it. Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Nier Automata, but the Game Pass version. What is the Game Pass version, you might ask? Well, it's the Microsoft Store version. Let me show you right here. So Microsoft Store, you all know it, you all hate it. So if you look up Nier Automata, if you have Game Pass, you should be able to play it from here. But what's so special about this version? Well, some people that played it say that it's a newer version in comparison to the Steam version. So it has some adjustments. So now apparently it has a borderless option, a full screen option. It has everything that it should have had on day one, but they didn't ever patch it on Steam. So apparently this version is better. So, hi guys, how's it going? Estamos live. Sí, estamos en vivo acá en la República Oriental del Uruguay. 8K first? Well, we'll see. Hey, Nier Replicant cuando salga? Sí, por supuesto, Javi. Some people are asking about Nier Replicant. Yeah, that is coming as well. As soon as I get access to it, I'm going to play it. I'm super pumped for that one. So let's see, let's launch the game. And as you can see right away, it goes into full screen. That's already a huge difference. That didn't happen on the Steam version, ever, as far as I remember. So that's super interesting. Saludos, Young. Hi from Brazil, well, hi from Uruguay, my dearest neighbor. How's it going? All right. So let's see the options menu now. Okay, this is 900p, let's go to 1080. Time to switch to Microsoft Store. Well, we'll see. The only problem that I have with the Microsoft Store is that you cannot really mod your games. It's pretty limited in that regard. So yeah, anyways. So let's see, let's try borderless full screen. Let's see if it actually works. Alright. Okay, it's on borderless full screen. Finally, thank God. We finally got that option. Alright. So anti-aliasing is still MSAA, so stay away from MSAA, please, if you want performance. Shadows, low, medium, and high, okay. Hola del Polo Norte, bueno, hola de Uruguay. Okay, this is the same. Ambient occlusion, this is the same. This usually enabled us to use some sort of anti-aliasing built into the ambient occlusion option for some reason. Okay, there's fidelity effects now. Interesting. So they added fidelity effects. So it should make the game look sharper. It already looked pretty good with ambient occlusion, but my main concern was the full screen option and the what's the name of this? And the stutter. I want to see if they actually fixed the stutter. The stutter was a major problem with this game. So we gotta play until the part of when you first arrive to the open world. So we're going to get there. This is 1080p high, let's call it that way. And we'll see if the stutter is fixed, which is my main concern. And allow me a second, I gotta configure my controllers super quickly. I have a DualShock 4. So I gotta go to other, yeah, this is an Xbox 360 controller. Let's call it that. All right, now it should work in Nier Automata. Let's see. All right, it works, awesome. So let's start with this, 1050 Ti on high settings. I'm not expecting better performance from the very first moment, but I want to see if the stutter is still there. The stutter is my main concern with the game. It was super annoying, but I finished the game that way anyways. So yeah, let's see. Username, okay, that's new. Santiago. Yep, please. Normal. Hey! Hello, Triangulum. How's it going, man? Good times. Alright, borderless is windowed mode without border.
Everything
Yeah,
that lives is designed
basically.
to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death.
But yeah, I mean, the main thing for me is if they fix the stutter, I'm fine with not having the mods. Okay, I cannot skip this,
I
so...
often think about the God who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle.
So far, no stutter.
And wonder
Look at the
if we'll
frame time
ever have
graph,
the chance to
guys.
kill
Let's
him.
stick our eyes to that. That is the main concern. Yeah, they never fix it without FAR. Yeah, but this is a newer build of the game. So you're going to... I mean, I wish we could have the mod as well.
This is operator 60. All units
But yeah.
confirmed.
Hoy sale EA Play en Game Pass de PC, sí es cierto. Guys, one other thing, if you didn't know of Game Pass on PC, they're releasing EA Play with Game Pass, so you have access to a huge EA catalog for PC if you have Game Pass. So there's a ton of games there. Okay, so far performance appears to be the exact same, but so far no stutter. We'll see once we get to the open world. But yeah, you played it on PS4. Well, I mean, on PS4 it worked, but it wasn't particularly locked at 60, not at all.
11B down.
So yeah. Does it share saves with the Steam version? As far as I know, it doesn't. I couldn't start it up with my own save, but maybe I forgot to download the save. I don't know. I wanted to start from the very beginning. It shouldn't take long. It should take me like 20 minutes to get to the open world. I already played this game multiple times already. So yeah, don't worry guys, I got this. 2060, yeah, maybe in a separate video. I want to keep this, if the game is very different from the Steam version, that so far I'm noticing a few extra things. I'm going to make a separate video for tomorrow on all my GPUs. So yeah. But so far the performance appears to be basically the same. So again, expectations from my end are less stutter. Hopefully I'm right. Would be nice to have that. Because the main concern, apart from performance in the Steam version, was that you run around and sometimes the game stops for a second or two and continues. So yeah, those stutters are unacceptable, especially in a game that has so much movement going on. I hope Square Enix puts the patch on the Steam version. The Game Pass version also has removed the Nuvo. Okay, they also removed the DRM. Okay, that's super interesting. That's maybe why the game is not stuttering so far. The stutter appears to be reduced significantly. Haven't noticed any stutter just yet, which is great. I mean, the stutter, again, was the main concern. So, okay, this version doesn't have the Nuvo. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I hear Godfall actually works now. Well, we may do another live stream soon, talking about Godfall. Interesting game, but not that interesting, to say it in some way. It wasn't a lot of fun, that one. Okay, we're going... Okay. So as I was saying, we gotta go through the prologue. The prologue should be 20 to 30 minutes. Shouldn't take super long. So wish me luck guys, I'm going to need it. I haven't played this in a long time. But I finished it. I played it from beginning to end. A fantastic game. If you guys haven't played it, it's not waifu bait. Not only waifu bait. It's a game that makes you reconsider your existence, basically. So yeah. I recommend you give it a shot. It's on Game Pass. You can pay as little as $1 a month. Well, the first month. And if in less than a month you finish it, it's already completely worth your time, in my opinion. And if this version doesn't stutter, I mean, it will be the best version of the game. que había pasado anteriormente. Tenía muchos tirones y no se podía poner en pantalla completa, básicamente. Necesitabas mods para que funcionara bien. So, for the people asking, the main problems that had the Steam version was that many of the PC-specific options that we expect, like full screen, windowed, full screen, borderless, didn't work correctly. We were like forced borderless full screen, I think. And now it actually works as it should. And they added fidelity effects, which I wasn't expecting. But they never patched the Steam version, and some people are telling me that this version does not have the Lenovo DRM. They removed it, which is pretty interesting. Okay, waifu bait moment coming. The Steam version runs in low 900p to even get this FPS. We're going to find out once we get to the open world. This is not a good representation. This is the prologue. The prologue is not an open world.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Alright, looking good. Okay, forgot that the trigger was the dodge button. Good to know. Let's finish this quickly so I can get to the open location. Oh man. Good stuff. Let's get them all. Yeah, the prologue is always smooth, so that's why I'm trying to get to the open location, so I can actually test the game for real. This is not a good representation just yet, so we're about to find out. Hopefully they patched the Steam version as well. Already the options menu was a good surprise. I wasn't expecting any new options, and they added fidelity effects, and I have to say the game does look a little bit sharper with fidelity effects going on. So yeah. Okay, we got him. I tried to use full screen on my own monitor for this game, but it's tested in 4:3. I had to use another monitor to play properly. You mean the Steam version of the Game Pass version? Sí, por ahora el frame time es bastante estable, pero es el prólogo. Some people are saying that they see the frame time graph super stable. Well, yeah, but this is the prologue. The prologue is not exactly the best representation of what to expect. So yeah, hang on, gotta kill this thing. Okay, let's dodge. We got this guys, don't worry, I'm going to take care of it. Come on.
Laser communications recovered.
Alright, boom, 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 attack, attack. Let's kill this robot before it kills me.
Pod program download complete.
Okay, new pod program. I can finally throw death rays at the enemy. Boom. Yeah, it's so weird to not have those skills from the get-go. Once you play a lot of this game, you get used to using those powers, like that ray. Alright, which graphics card will work better for me? I mean, the more you can spend on the graphics card, usually the more FPS you're going to get. On this game though, I remember that the AMD cards run a lot better on this game. I remember that the 580 and the 570 run this game amazingly well, even without patches. So if you have a 570 or 580, you should be able to easily do 60 frames on this game, even on high settings. Some people are also telling me that even the prologue ran bad on the Steam version on the 1050 Ti. I do not know really, it's been a while since I tried this, so I cannot really tell you with accuracy. But so far it's doing good. So far. Okay, I got it. Wonderful. Let's keep everything and run away. For i5-4590, this game is not really CPU demanding, it's more of a GPU bound type of thing.
All right.
Let's get away from here. I already know my way through the levels, so let's go quickly there. What is AA quality? Anti-aliasing. The anti-aliasing quality is MSAA, still MSAA, but if you enable ambient occlusion, for some reason the ambient occlusion option in this game is mixed with some sort of temporal anti-aliasing solution. So if you enable the ambient occlusion, you're going to get post-process anti-aliasing going. So do not use MSAA. In this game is super demanding, and you're not going to see a huge improvement. I mean, the visual fidelity, the extra visual fidelity will be noticeable, but it's not going to be worth the performance hit, at least in my opinion. So yeah. Speedrun time!
Exit confirmed.
Does anisotropic filtering affect performance? In most games it doesn't, and I think this is one of them.
Nothing's ever
It shouldn't
easy.
make a huge difference in the performance, I mean, but the visual improvement is good enough. So you might as well always keep it enabled, so those textures at a distance look better in an angle. The vanilla Steam version ran bad with a 1070 on the prologue. Okay, so it's already better? Are you serious? Even the prologue ran bad? I'm sorry guys, but I didn't remember that the prologue was also bad. That's super interesting. El procesador es un Ryzen 3 3100. Está toda la descripción. Guys, if you want to see what the what CPU I'm using, everything is in the description. I'm using a Ryzen 3 3100, 4 core 6 threads. But in this game, even a 2-core 4-thread CPU will be enough. Don't worry, it's mostly GPU bound, this game. So make sure you have a decent GPU, graphics card, to run this. Lo que mejoró es que no hay tirones, Facu, por ahora. Y funciona en pantalla completa sin mods, o sea, ya es tremenda mejora eso para mí. Veremos cuando lleguemos al mundo abierto. So I was saying in Spanish, I'm trying to get to the open world. What improved so far, I'm not seeing any stutter. So far I haven't experienced any, but again, prologue. If it's Game Pass, you have to pay monthly to play right now. How much does it cost? Well, Game Pass is like the Netflix of video games, so far. So what you need on Game Pass, you pay for each month. The first month should be $1, so super cheap. And once that month ends, you cannot play your games anymore. You have to pay to continue playing. So you have to pay for a month. You can, if in less than a month you finish Nier Automata, I mean, it's fine. You can finish your subscription.
It's unnecessary.
Alright then.
So yeah, it works like that. It's like the Netflix of video games, to put it simply. So as long as you're a subscriber, you have access to that library. But games do rotate each month. They do change.
Controls are locked and cannot be used.
This place sure is big.
Okay, let's run around.
I guess humans used to use it as a weapon.
Do you think a 1650 Super with a Ryzen 3 3100 can run Valhalla at 60 frames? If you lower the settings enough, should be okay. But on 1080p is pretty difficult.
So if we don't
Although
destroy
I have
it,
to
we'll just
retest
keep coming.
Valhalla because it got patched quite a bit. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. I have a lot of stuff to give a try to. Let's open this. Good. Let's continue. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go this way. Okay, I opened a shortcut. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to go that way. Let's keep going. Speedrun time. It feels like I'm speedrunning Nier Automata.
What?
It's just accessing random, nonsensical data from the old world.
Alright,
There's
run,
no
run,
actual
run.
data
Let's get
behind
away
what
from
the
here.
machines do.
I think I can jump. Yeah, I can skip everything. Let's just go to the open world. Let's just flee from our enemies. Hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien, Goku? ¿Y vos? ¿Cómo está Gohan y Goten? Si es que lo seguís viendo, viste que Goku es medio... un padre medio de menos. Uf.
This elevator's controls are
Okay,
locked
this
and
elevator
cannot
is
be
locked.
used.
Let's continue. Speedrun time. Test Cyberpunk 2077. Well, I'm going to, as soon as they release the new patch that got delayed, the patch for
I
Cyberpunk,
know.
we're going to be giving it a shot again. But I don't have high hopes, really. That game needs so much work. Your xCloud saves and progress don't go to the PC games though. Oh, I didn't know that. That's a shame. But hey, eventually we're going to get cross-save on everything, which I'm super looking forward to. Oh, I suck. Come on, let's dodge in a perfect timing. No. No perfect timing for me. Alright, I'm getting a little bit better. One shot. Alright. That's how you do it. ¿Puedes matar al jefe sin subir de nivel? ¿Sin subir algún nivel más? No sé de qué me estás hablando. Ah, puede ser, tenés razón, no lo pensé. Es cierto. Bueno, yo calculo que sí. Es el prólogo. Yeah, the music in this game is amazing. I know that it's not copyrighted, so that's why I'm actually have music enabled in this game. I know that I can actually put it on YouTube without much of a concern. So yeah, I mean the music in this game is masterful. I think I listen to it while driving my car. It's just such an amazing soundtrack. I can listen to it pretty often, I mean, especially the one at the end. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the music at the end, so many feels. Oh, I suck. Come on. Alright. More of you. Come on. I forgot that I have this turret. But I mean, there's so many bullet hell sections. That's the part I suck at the most, the bullet hell stuff. Okay, I can just cheese them from here. Yeah, the music is not copyrighted for content creation. I mean, I published like, what, 15 videos on Nier Automata, all of them with music, and I had no issues whatsoever.
I surveyed the
At least so
entire
far,
factory,
this is one of
but
those
couldn't
games
find
that
anything
doesn't
resembling
seem to mind
our
YouTube to have music.
I don't know, moved it somewhere?
Santiago, do you work out? Yeah, of course. I couldn't live without workout. I love my Kung Fu and my Tai Chi.
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and
Okay,
animals
more
here
recoveries,
than there used to be.
thanks. I
Probably
will
because
need
the
them.
environment's changed.
Okay, so we're about to finish the prologue, guys. Let's keep going. Let's grab this. Hopefully more health stuff. No copper ore. One thing that I'm super surprised that you guys told me that this version does not have the Nuevo DRM. I mean, what the heck?
There should
Come
be
on,
another
do that to the
facility
Steam
across that
version.
bridge.
Square
It's a bit
Enix.
of a hike.
What the heck?
Should we check it out?
I haven't played the first Nier, Santiago.
It's not
A
like
lot of
you
the later
managed to
songs
get
in
the location
Automata
wrong.
first appeared in that
Maybe
first
it's
game.
that intel
I
from
haven't
time to
because it
time
was on
off.
PS3, I think. I know I can play it with RPCS3, but I wasn't really interested in that really. So many games. So I just want to play the
High-powered
Nier
generator
Replicant
detected.
once it
No
releases.
response from long-range
Okay, so I should be done with this boss
Doesn't matter.
fight, and after that we should be right into the open world. So yeah, almost there, guys. Oh man, this is my favorite song in the game. It's called Bipolar Nightmare. Look it up. It's an amazing song. It makes you so pumped. Yeah, the music in this game is just absolutely amazing. I'm just dodging because, you know, I don't want to get my health dropped to 0. No, no se lo nerfearon. No te preocupes, eso sigue igual. Whoa. Oh no. Okay, I'm getting a little bit better at dodging now. I'm just going to keep shooting some of these particles at them. Yeah, just dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh man, I cannot see a damn thing. Yeah, bad idea, just dodge. Oh yeah, you can cheese your way with dodges, that's for sure. I'm just going to try and get those claws out. Okay, doing a better job now. When is your birthday so I can donate? Well, my birthday is on November the 15th, so I already went through my birthday last year. So yeah, November 15th, that's when it happens. Oh, okay. So the boss fight is going to change now. Good, I'm advancing. Wasn't there a giant robot boss fight after this? Yeah, this is the one, but it's the same character, so I think it's as the same boss fight. Oh man, this part of the soundtrack is amazing. Listen to this. So badass. I never get tired of this game. Alright, come on. Come at me, bro. Alright. Getting better at dodging, as you can see, because they telegraph their attacks pretty clearly. Whoa, never mind. He just made me shut up. I have to shoot his face, I think. Yeah. Gotta aim for the face. Oh man. So many bullets. Oh yeah, there. I forgot to lock onto him. There we go. That's a lot easier now. Can't wait to play this today. Well, enjoy it, man. Fantastic game.
Right.
You're not going to regret it. I promise. Is there an improvement from the Game Pass version? Yeah, the Game Pass version appears to be a lot better with the stutter because we don't have the Nuvo. So we'll see. We still have to get to the open world. That's kind of my concern. Once we get to the open world, we're going to be able to give it a better judgment. So yeah, we're almost there. After this boss fight and flying around a little bit, we're going to get there. So yeah, let's run away. Okay. There we are. Hello, sir. Can you please let me kill you so I can progress with the story? Okay. Doing some more damage. Did I miss 900p? No, still not. We are going to the open world. And after that, we are doing more resolutions. So yeah, going to
9S black box
okay,
signal
almost
detected.
there, guys.
No response to communications.
I'm going after him.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go after 9S. Okay, the robot is back. So yeah, don't worry, guys. We're doing 900p, 720p, lower settings. It's just I'm trying to go through the prologue so we can actually see how the open world is. If we can actually get no stutter.
Have been jammed.
Which was my main issue with the game on Steam. So yeah, if there's no stutter, it's already a win. Let me tell you. So yeah. ¿Pusieron un parche oficial o algo? Sí, pero la versión de la tienda de Microsoft es la única que está parcheada, así que estoy viendo si mejoró. So yeah, guys, the Steam version still didn't get the patch. So hopefully it's a good improvement. We're about to find out. The open world is just a couple minutes away. So yeah. Alright. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude.
To help 9S.
Alright, awesome. Let's skip this. Time to do the badass flying robot thing. Whoa, I suck. Yeah, let's shoot him in the face. Kill, kill, kill. Okay, good dodge. I just want to get closer so I can do a good attack in the end.
I didn't know the machines had that kind of intelligence.
To be. I found a weakness in the target.
Good, a weakness.
To provide support.
Yeah, give me that support. 9S, please. I need to get to the open world. The part of the version didn't stutter for me. Horrible FPS. Something to do with the Nubo? I do not know.
Upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told
Right,
you,
good
shut up.
dodge, good dodge. Okay, this heavy attack seems to be a little bit better. Whoa, so badass. So Japanese.
Upper arm. Seized from enemy unit. Marking weak point. Got it.
Alright, so many things on the screen. Holy hell.
These is control systems.
Affirmative.
Yeah, give me one of those arms,
Enemy
please.
subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation
Hell yeah.
complete.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself? Why? Get the heck out. Stop hitting yourself. Cualquier configuración, Iván. En cualquier configuración. Alright, we got them. Awesome. We should go now almost to the open world. We're in the spaceship. And then we go to the open world right away. So let's check on 9S. Oh, there's achievements. Interesting. There's 9S.
So, the
Hey, man.
9S.
Yeah,
Thank you for up.
Thank you, 9S.
there was a probably minor
I see.
Sí, la 570 ya va. Ya va. Paciencia.
glory to me.
Yeah, sure. Let's go online. Does this game have DLSS and ray tracing? No, it doesn't. Okay, I can save my progress. Thanks. I'm finally safe. So yeah, now we should be going to the open world. So this is the moment of truth to see if the game stutters.
5012 AD.
All right. Okay, doing well. Come on. Give me that open world. Oh, I have to adjust the brightness. Oh, I remember this. Fourth wall kind of thing. Okay. I love this. This is so fourth wall breaking. Okay, got to adjust my brightness. Okay, the right icon is the only one visible for me at least. It's okay. Yeah, I know. Voice volume. Let's increase that.
Hello. All right.
Yeah,
are
I
we
can
good
hear
now?
you.
Okay.
What else?
I can't
Self-destruct.
say it's for you, but you should probably do it
Disabled.
yourself. Regulate. Huh?
Oh, I have to enable
Okay,
self-destruct. Okay,
Once you finish making
that's fine.
adjustment-
I got that. Roger that. Okay.
Morning.
Good morning, to be. Bueno, se agradece, Iván. Se agradece. Espero que disfrutes el tecito.
9S.
The command that means.
Okay, we skip all this. Come on, let's go
I
to
see.
command.
Oh. Though I suppose.
Yeah, skip, skippity, skip.
9S.
Hmm?
Stop.
Huh?
There's no.
Come on.
Oh, the command. We better go.
Yeah. Let's go to the command post. Go.
You need to be near an access point to save your data.
Yeah,
You
we
can
know.
see access points on the close range
Yeah.
map. Be
Let's
sure to
continue.
save often.
Please, 9S.
Maintenance. Yes. You did.
Bueno, gracias, Facu. Se agradece un
I
montón.
know you're. I need you to.
Doesn't your-
We haven't. So we'll.
Gracias.
Understood.
Free game by Square Enix on Twitter. I'm going to check it out later. Thanks for the heads up. It's highly appreciated. Let's go back up. 9S got stuck down there. That's hilarious.
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head
Hell
for the
yeah.
hangar.
Let's go to the surface.
Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet.
What's install size like? I think it was like 40 gigabytes. I think. I'm not sure. Gotta check it out. Going to check it after the live stream. But it shouldn't be bigger than a Warzone update. If you know what I mean. Okay, now fly into the open world. A small fight, getting there.
Why do you think they sent a combat model like you to a recon job?
One this like has no graphics card. Well,
Scanner models
I
are built
mean,
for
they're
that
very
kind of
scarce at the moment, so kind of makes sense. I would dislike as well. Yeah, it's like 40 to 50 gigabytes, I think. By modern standards, it's not that big of a game,
2B,
but hey.
you're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll
Okay,
send
new
instructions
weaponry.
for you.
Yes, please.
Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
Missile barrage. Hell yeah. I feel like I'm playing Space Invaders now. And if you don't know what Space Invaders is, you're probably too young. Alright, good job. Let's get those enemies dead so we can land. I mean, come on. Oh, missile barrage. Let's use that. There we go. Whoa. I have no healing items. That's not good. Is full screen bug fix? Yeah, it is. That's the main benefit so far. Let's see if there is actually... Whoa, I died. Ooh, that's terrible. I'm so embarrassed. Good thing that I died very close to the save point, so whew. I went super cocky on it. Apologies. Let's try that again. Okay, starts from here. Oof. Good.
Hey, 2B.
It's not going to take long then.
Combat model like you to a recon.
Let's put it on low in the meantime. We're going to try low settings to see if I can make a smoother gameplay at least. Just to give it a shot. Let's see if we can get 60s. Okay, I cannot change the settings in this part apparently. Which is not great. But hey, better than nothing, I guess. I always forget that I have those
2B, you're going to have some
Those
new weaponry
guns.
installed from here on out.
AK goes brrrr. Yeah, eventually.
Make sure to commit them to memory.
Eventually 8K is going to happen. And you're not going to be ready. Nobody is ever ready for that. I hate this part. I mean, they're different, but I'm so bad at bullet hell sections. Okay. Doing better. No damage taken as of yet. Okay, good. Doing better. Doing better. Okay, here's the difficult part for me at least. Let's go missiles. Alright. Come on, almost there. Okay, I think I got the hang of it. Good, good. This is a part that is difficult for me.
Landing point for your flight unit.
Well, thanks, Josh. I appreciate it a lot,
From the
man.
resistance camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble, but we can't
All
risk
right.
the enemy discovering their position. Understood.
Come on.
Good luck down there.
Alright. About to get to the open world. Let's see if the stutter is fixed. Here we come. Wish me luck. Nier Replicant still not out yet. Once it releases for PC, I'm going to do it. Alright. Yeah, so far it's playable. But I want to lower the settings to low. Because that's what I needed, even with mods on the Steam version, to get 60s. Let's see if we can do that. So we're going to put shadows on low. Good stuff. Shadows on low. Effects on low. Alright, come on, come on. Effects on low. Ambient occlusion, let's disable it. We're going to keep fidelity effects only. We are also going to see if that affects performance in any way, but 1080p low, which is what I use with the mods to get 60 frames, but here we don't have the mods, so we'll see. Okay, yeah, makes sense. It does look worse. Let me see if the fidelity effects does anything at all. So we have 57 FPS, and if I go to the options and I disable fidelity effects, let's see what happens. Let's see if the magic is there. So 57, now we get, okay, 59, a couple extra frames. That's alright. I just want to see if the stutter is fixed, so we're going to go to the... we're already in the open world now, which is great. Here's the real test. Now we're gonna get to that checkpoint to save the progress.
Target location acquired. Marking on map.
I mean low, even with mods I had to do low on the 1050 Ti, so yeah. But so far I'm not seeing any stutter whatsoever. So it's already a lot better than the Steam version in that regard.
According to our intel, one
But
of the machines
the
in
option
this
that
area
I
are hostile.
still missed
Been
that
seeing
was in the
more and more
modded
enemies
version
like this
was
lately.
the
They
global
just
illumination
stand there and
option.
stare into space.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
It's pretty weird.
This looks weird. Why is the grass black? Did they actually disable the global illumination in the options menu now? If that's the case, well, we should have even better FPS. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm not getting any stutter. So far, 0 stutter. Still cap at 60 frames, not sure because I hadn't reached 60s just yet. Okay, we got to the camp.
So this is the resistance camp, huh? We should probably go talk
Good
to their
stuff.
leader first.
Yeah,
thing.
so far no stutter. I'm shocked. Was it so hard, Square Enix? Do this for the Steam version, please. No, lo que cambiaron es que no hay tirones. Vandal, no hay tirones. ¿Dónde están los tirones? Yo no los encuentro.
From bunker. Data may be displayed from the system menu.
Map data, huh? It's hard to get
So yeah,
an
the
accurate
performance
picture from this.
hasn't improved
Our
much at
satellite
all.
resolution isn't
Really,
so high.
it's almost the same.
Hopefully they
Although
deploy
we
some new
cannot disable
satellites
the
soon.
global
A
illumination.
general idea is
But there's
good
no
enough.
stutter. I mean, guys,
You
I'm
don't
running
let
around the
anything
map
get in your way, do you?
and I'm not getting any spikes in the frame time. So they fixed the stutter. The only thing we need now is to be able to put the mod to disable the global illumination, and we should be good to go. I mean, no stutter. No stutter. The thing is that without the mod we cannot disable the global illumination, which was the biggest performance improvement. So as of right now, 900p appears to be the way to go. So yeah, they improved the PC port in a way that there's no stutter. We have actual full screen working now. But there's no option to disable the global illumination like on the mod. So you either get the version that doesn't stutter or the version with the mod that runs better but stutters. So pick your poison. If you have a good GPU, use the Microsoft Store version. Let's see, 900p. Okay, 900p is a lot better. But again, with the mods, if I disable the global illumination, I get 60 frames per second pretty easily. So that's the only thing that this is missing. Give me a global illumination option. But I'm super glad that they actually fixed the stutter. I mean, that was a huge drawback from the game. But we need an option to lower the lighting quality. Hopefully we get a mod for the Windows version, for the Windows Store version. It appears to be locked to 60 though, let's see. I think it's locked to 60 frames.
To 2B. It is time for your regular
Not entirely sure.
contact.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
Good to hear.
So yeah, 900p low appears to be 40 to 60, which was like the original version without the mods.
Not really.
Hello
I just
Alexis,
figured it might
how's it
be
going,
nice
man?
to have some good weather.
Feeling nice has no bearing on completing missions.
Yeah, I'm going to increase the settings now. So yeah, improvements, we actually have full screen now. So that's great to see, great improvement in that regard. We don't get any stutter, which should have been there from day one, but we do not have the global illumination option like in the modded version, which was the biggest improvement to performance that we could have in the game. So that's a shame. So yeah, if you have a good GPU, play this version. If you have a slow GPU, play the modded version, but you'll have stutter. So again, pick your poison, basically. So yeah, this is now high settings. Let's see how that goes.
That is so
But as you can see, the
be.
difference
Anyway, talk to
in
you later.
performance is not that great from low to high. I mean, I'm still getting 40s. Instead of 50 to 60, I'm getting 40s. So again, the option that made the biggest difference in the modded version was the global illumination. And that was a feature only with the modded version. So yeah. Whoa, those kicks. Look at those kicks. So badass. But I mean, having no stutter is amazing already. I can already notice the difference. The thing is that if you're GPU bound, you don't have the global illumination setting. Which is a shame, really. That's the only thing missing here. The full screen is working, the stutter is gone. That's the only thing that we need now. An actual global illumination option. Why couldn't they add it? I do not know, but they had time to fix the stutter and fix the... and add fidelity effects for some reason. So yeah, Square Enix, come on, patch the game on Steam, let us use the mod, so we get no stutter, and we're good to go. Also, let us unlock the frame rate from the menu. What does the global illumination do? The global illumination gives us a huge performance uplift because the light bouncing, the indirect lighting, the simulated indirect lighting is removed or lowered in quality. So yeah, you get worse graphics in a way, but it's not a huge visual downgrade. So for example, let's see. Oh, I cannot have, well, the mouse cursor on screen is no longer fixed to the screen, so I can actually move my mouse without the cursor focused on the screen. But things like this, that gets like indirect lighting, those would be less accurate. The mod lets you remove those or lower the quality, which is the biggest improvement in performance you can have in this game. But in the official version without mods, you do not have that option, which is a shame. Because that was the best way to improve the frame rate was that. In the official version it's not there. But the thing is, there is no stutter in this version at all. The stutter is completely fixed. So you either get this version that is more demanding on the GPU because there's no global illumination option, or you get the modded version on Steam that does run better because you can disable global illumination, but there's a lot of stutter. So you either get no stutter or stutters with better performance. So yeah. That's the shadow setting. I think they combined it with GI. Yeah, but I'm not seeing any improvement. I lowered the shadows to low and I still couldn't get the 60 frames on 900p like the Steam version. So something is definitely off there. If they'd reduce GI with the shadow quality, I'm not noticing it. Let me check. So I know that there was indirect lighting in the grass here. Let me see if this grass, usually in these bushes, if you disable the global illumination, they're like black instead of being green. So let's test that out. So we're going to disable those shadows. And let's see if the global illumination is removed or not. So yeah. I'm not noticing any downgrade there. I'm not actually noticing any downgrade in global illumination. At least from my naked eye, I'm not noticing any changes really. There's global illumination of the PS4 version. Yeah, global illumination is in all the versions. It's baked into the engine apparently. But it's weird that they don't give us an option to lower it like on the mod. It seems to be simple enough. I mean, if a modder can do it, why can't the developer actually do it? Yeah, I'm not seeing any difference. Only the resolution of the shadows. So yeah, now at least we're not getting any stutter, which is a huge improvement already. So yeah, anyways, 720p high appears to be the way to go. So stick to 720p on the 1050 Ti if you want 60 frames. Other than that, not much else that you can do. 900p low, 40 to 60, 1080p low, 40 to 50. So yeah, anyways, good stuff. Let's swap to the 570 now. Now that we're here, we might as well. But yeah, super happy that now there's no stutter. That was the biggest problem with this version. So let's now turn off the PC and swap to the 570. So time to swap GPUs. So yeah, the game is capped at 60 frames per second. That's another thing they needed to fix that they didn't. With the modded version, you can unlock the frame rate. On this version, apparently you're stuck to 60. So here's the 1050 Ti. Let's put it to the side. And let's put the 570 into the PC. So time for the 570. This one should be a lot better. This game runs a lot better on AMD cards. So I'm expecting this one to be 1080p 60 on high settings. That shouldn't be super difficult. But hey. All right. It's in. That's what he said. And all right, time to do the 570. So yeah, but so far super impressed that the stutter is basically gone. I haven't noticed any stutter whatsoever, even at 60 frames per second. So good stuff. So far so good. The thing is, we need the global illumination option, please. And unlock frame rates. All right, 570. All right, let's launch the game now. And turn on the controller. Without a controller, it's going to be a little bit garbage, in my opinion. DS4 Windows. All right. Awesome. Let's get back into the game now. Again, Windows Store version. Important to notice. And we're going to start with 1080p high. The best way to start is with 1080p, personal preference. That joke got you? Okay, I'm glad. That was the objective. If it got you, I did my job. All right. Wish me luck, guys. We're going to need it. Nier Automata. Okay, we go to the settings, screen, directly to 1080p. Yeah, nice joke. 5-year-old me will be proud. Okay, so, 1080p high, with fidelity effects, why not? Se agradece, Darvan. Si querés el fondo de pantalla está en la descripción abajo del todo. Guys, if you want the background I have on my PC, link in the description, at the bottom of the description. ¿Qué problema tenía Nier? Tenía tirones y nunca se ponía en pantalla completa. Siempre estaba en modo ventana, básicamente. Cosas de esas. Saludos de Argentina. Bueno, saludos de Uruguay, Sergio. Hermano argentino. Alright, guys. So we're back into the game now. But this time on the 570. And as you can see, the GPU is not breaking a sweat. I mean, look at that. 60% GPU and 60 frames per second. Let's see if we get stutter. Remember, when we run out of this base, we usually got a huge stutter that stopped the game.
This must have been quite a city.
Now it's completely gone. I mean, look at this. It's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, I cannot explain you how much of an improvement this is.
It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is 2B.
I mean, look at that frame time. The frame time is barely
How's the
moving.
weather on Earth
The game
today?
is not lagging at all.
Fine. Does that question have
Again,
anything to do with
the
our
Steam
operation?
version, you run
Not
around
really.
this area,
I just figured
and by
it
just
might
running
feel nice
around,
to
you
have some good weather.
get huge stutters
Nice
that
has
stop
no
the
bearing
game.
on completing missions.
It's completely fixed now,
So
in that
late,
regard.
UQB.
But as you can see, the
Anyway,
AMD cards run the game a lot better. I mean, look at that, the GPU is not breaking a sweat. The 570 is saying, ha, I can do this all day. I'm not even using my full strength. ¿Cómo cambias tan rápido de tarjeta? Porque tengo la PC abierta acá al lado. But as you guys can see, the 570 is doing nothing, basically. It's 70% usage. And there's no stutter whatsoever. So easy for the 570. No issues whatsoever. I mean, look at that, amazing.
Plant life has claimed most of the central
So
area.
since this
Heat
GPU
plants
can do
too.
it, we do not need to lower that global illumination, as you can probably notice. So if you have a 570, just play the Windows Store version. It's a lot better than the Steam version so far. Hopefully they patch this on the Steam version so we can actually use the mod soon with this. It's summed. No. The mod plus this version would be the best version of the game, because we could unlock the frame rate. So if the Steam version gets patched with this version of the game, we're going to get a huge upgrade, because there's no stutter whatsoever. Sí, estoy re feliz porque por fin no hay tirones. I'm super happy because there's no more stutter. It's so much better. I'm super happy. ¿Tiene el idioma japonés? Buena pregunta, vamos a chequear. Some people are asking me if the game has the Japanese voiceover. Let's find out. Apparently not. I don't think so. Oh, language. Ugh. Yeah, apparently you can put the voices in Japanese, but you need to go back to the main menu. Do 1440p? Yeah, of course. I'm doing it. No doubts about it. Let's do 1440p now. 1080p is... 1080p is nothing for this GPU in this game. I have from Brazil. I have from Uruguay. So you're telling me that a 6800 XT would be overkill? Yeah. I mean, a 6800 XT would be able to do 4K 60 just fine on this game. I mean, it would be ridiculously smooth. No doubts about it. If a 570 can do 1080p 60, a 6800 XT can easily do 4K 60, in my opinion. Okay, so now we're at 1440p and we're getting 40 to 50, but this is high settings, so there's probably room to spare. You want 144 FPS? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but this version of the game is locked to 60. So you might as well go for the Steam version with stutters if you want 144. Which is a shame, really. anda mejor el juego que con FAR. El tema es que FAR funciona mejor cuando apagas la iluminación global, pero tiene tirones. Esta versión no tiene el rendimiento de FAR, pero no hay tirones en ningún lado. O sea, es totalmente fluido. So guys, I was saying, some people are asking me if the FAR version, the FAR version, runs better than this. Yes, the FAR version without global illumination runs better than this, but it stutters. This has the standard global illumination, but it doesn't stutter at all. I mean, I've been running around this area, and so far there's no stutter whatsoever. Which on the Steam version was a stutter fest when running around these places. So it's definitely a huge improvement in that regard. So you either select good performance with a lot of stutter, or no stutter and slightly worse performance, basically. So pick your poison. Yeah, the GPU is maxed out now, which kinda makes sense. We're at 1440p, but we're 50 to 60 frames at the moment. Mostly into the 50s, yeah, but let's try to put it on medium. Medium should be 60 frames super easily. So yeah, let's go to... Let's just put it on medium now. So we're going to medium shadows. We're going to keep the ambient occlusion because it puts us on a good post ambient occlusion, post anti-aliasing solution, which is bundled in with ambient occlusion. So yeah, this is basically medium settings. Is this going to be patched on the Steam version? We do not know, unfortunately. But I hope so. If they patch this on the Steam version, it's going to be the best version of the game, without a doubt. So 1440p medium. FX only has high or low. So yeah, let's call this medium because we lower the shadows to medium. Okay. So we got a very tiny improvement from 55 to 58. Let's see if it's running around. We stay over 50 now. 4K low, 60 frames per second. I do not think so. Probably not. Probably not. 4K is super demanding. But we're going to try it. But I mean, I would probably play it at 1440p medium. It's not very different looking from high, really. It still looks good. I'm probably going to lower those shadows though. Yeah, I think the shadows should give us a good improvement, but we're 55 to 59 FPS, so what else do you want? ¿Cómo hago para que mi 1650 Super salga la resolución de 2K o 4K? Activa el DSR, búscalo en Google, DSR. So guys, I was saying in Spanish, somebody asked me how to put 1440p or 4K on a 1080p monitor. Look for DSR on Google, or BSR for AMD cards. Thanks Tenchua to you, man. But as you can probably see, we're 50 to 60 and no stutter whatsoever. Can we wait for modders again to patch the Steam version? I mean, the thing with the Steam version is that the patch that the build for the Windows Store is a newer build than the Steam version. The only thing we need is that they put this patch on the Steam version, and the modders should be able to upgrade their tools so we can actually unlock the frame rate and lower that global illumination. But as you can see, it's 50 to 60 at 1440p pretty easily, over 50 all the time. Does this version have extra DLC? Yeah, this version has all the DLC. That's also one thing to keep in mind. But on Steam we only have the... You can only purchase the version with all the DLC, so it should be the same. So now we got low plus ambient occlusion. .580 can do 1440p high 60? Yeah, should be able to. Okay, with shadows on low, it doesn't seem to change that much really. A couple extra frames. So yeah, I think medium looks good enough. But without the ambient occlusion, the game is going to look a lot more flat. So let's disable ambient occlusion just to see the improvement. Should be a massive boost there. So ambient occlusion disabled. You see panties? Well, good. That's the objective sometimes. So 1440p low now. Let's go for it. Yeah, 1440p high 60 on the 580 should be easily doable. Yeah, as you can see now, we are 58, 59. Yeah, this is a lot better now. A lot better in a way that we're over 55 all the time instead of the low 50s. So if you don't mind lowering those settings to low and no ambient occlusion, you can do it. Silky smooth. So yeah, if you don't mind drops into the 50s, do medium. If you want 59 or 60 locked, 1440p low, no ambient occlusion. So now it's time to do 4K. Let's wreck the GPU now. Let's absolutely destroy the 570. 4K. Sí, actualizaron el juego, pero solo en la versión de Windows 10, que es una macana. So now 4K low. Let's try that out. Okay, 4K low, 30 frames per second. Okay, better than I expected, really. I was expecting sub 30. But this is neat. Lots of tearing, well yeah, it's no VSync at all. VSync is disabled. Super playable, yeah, completely. No stutter. I still cannot believe that they got rid of the stutter. And if you want to do 4K low, you can do 30 frames per second. Although this is a game I would play at 60, really. At 60 this game is much better. Yeah, 30 frames, not that good, really. Oh, I forgot to disable Fidelity FX. 1 second, guys. Apologies. So yeah, let's disable Fidelity FX. Because, you know, a few extra frames goes a long way. Yeah, definitely. 30 frames per second. So yeah, if you want to do 4K low, the game still looks decent. You can do 30 frames. And oh my, those pixels, so many pixels. No iba a decir eso, Madraco, no te preocupes. yo no hablo así, por favor, señor. 4K gang. Okay, I leveled up. Beautiful. So yeah. Oh, you finished the game with an A40M, 2025 FPS average. It was still pretty fun to play. Well, if you ever get a GPU on a PC, on a desktop PC, you're going to see a lot better performance, that's for sure. Okay, so time to swap to the 750 Ti, then the 1650 Super. Now let's do the 1650 Super first. I don't know really what I'm going to do. So let's just do some fan service before I swap GPUs. Let's do self-destruct. Oh, there's no self-destruct. Let me check. I gotta see if I can enable that. Hang on. Oh, self-destruct off. Let's put it on. So guys, some fan service before I swap to the to the 750 Ti. So yeah, this is basically fan service all the way. So yeah, you know how it goes. Fan service is basically the reason this game exists. But it has a good message, at least. So yeah, fan service. Let's get out before YouTube takes it down. So we shut it down quickly. No, YouTube, it's not what it looks like. So yeah, let's swap GPUs now. And let's put the 750 Ti in. Legendary graphics card from 2014. ¿Esta versión sigue teniendo de nuevo? No, le sacaron de nuevo esta versión, que es una mejora enorme ya. So guys, for the people asking, no, there is no de nuevo on this version. Guys, if you have a 580, it's going to be 10 frames ahead this one, so you can do 1440p high just fine, and 4K medium. So yeah, time for the legendary graphics card from 2014. Wish it luck. So it's happening, 750 Ti. Getting into the ring to fight for survival. 8K 15 FPS, probably on the 1650 Super we're going to get below 10 FPS, but on 8K. Anyways, so now it's time to do, what's the name of this? The 750 Ti, legendary graphics card from 2014. Here we go. So it's been an hour already. It went by so quickly. The game is depressing AF. Well, yeah, but sometimes that is a good thing, in my opinion, for the game. It makes you feel a lot of good stuff and bad stuff. Just like real life. Sí, lástima que está en blanco y negro. Bueno, está, pero mejor que nada. Le quitaron de nuevo y sacaron los tirones, básicamente. Alright. Come on. Okay, hopefully the 750 Ti doesn't die today. So yeah. 750 Ti, please be with us. Do not pass away. Oh, also guys, huge announcement. Look who came back. The GT 1030. Whoa, the GT 1030 is back in the game. Because it's the only graphics card you can actually purchase. So that 1030 is coming back to the channel. I forgot to tell you that, guys. Alright. I know it runs like the 750 Ti, but I know most people forget that that card even exists. So, okay. Let's jump back into the game now. I'm going to enable my controller. It says fixed. It's improved a lot. At the end of the live stream, I'm going to let you know my thoughts, so you guys know what's going on. But so far, it has improvements, but there's also some stuff that is missing in my expectations. La verdad que no sabría decirte, Neutron KPHD. No sabría decirte porque no soy developer, no tengo ni idea. Potato. Yeah, I got a potato. Sí, Cyberlooper mejoró un montón, pero no está del todo arreglado. Le faltan un par de cosas. Okay, we're at 4K. That's why the menu is lagging. Hang on. Gotta select 1080p. Alright. Alright, so 1080p, we're going to start with low settings. I don't have huge hopes for the 750 Ti release. Probably going to be 30 frames, pretty easily. But we gotta do it. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so 1080p low is the first thing we're going to test. What happened to your 1660 Super? I got rid of it because I couldn't really get enough views on that card to justify the pricing, and I got a 2060, so I use that for rendering. As you can see, 1080p is not even 30 frames per second on the 750 Ti, just like the Steam version, but the difference with the modded version is that if you disable global illumination, you can get 30 frames on 1080p. So that's the biggest drawback from this, that you cannot disable global illumination. So yeah, that's why 1080p is not really doable with this card in this version of the game. But if you get the Steam version without global illumination, you'll get stutter plus 30 frames per second. So yeah, pick your poison basically. Let's try 900p. 900p I have higher hopes. Darío Jesús lo va a explicar al final del stream. Alright guys, so 900p low now. Alright, so on 900p low we're getting 30 frames, which is basically the same as before, what I expected. But again, if they update this version, on the Steam version they put this version, and we use the mods to disable global illumination, we're going to get no stutter and more than 30 frames on 1080p.
Claim most of it now.
So yeah. On 900p you can do 30 frames, as you can see, but again, no stutter whatsoever. I still cannot believe what I'm seeing.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
So yeah,
Here. Say, how's the weather on Earth today?
although we're still dropping some frames below
Does that
30,
question have
I would
anything
just
to do with
overclock
our
the card
operation?
to fix
Not
that
really. I just figured
that
it
30
might feel
FPS
nice to have
drops
some good
below
weather.
30.
Feeling nice has no bearing on completing missions.
So yeah, good
That is
stuff.
so like you to be. Anyway, talk to you later.
So yeah, guys, if you want 30 locked on 900p, overclock your card. Let me show you very quickly. As you can see, 31 FPS in this specific part. But if I go back to Windows and I overclock the GPU, let me show you that. So we go to the desktop. Come on, MSI Afterburner. So if I add 200 MHz to the core and 400 MHz to the memory clock, which is the overclock I always did on this card, we should be over 30 all the time on 900p. So let me show you. So as you can remember, we were at 31 FPS. So this is with an overclock going on. As you can see, we jumped from all the way from 31 to 36. So this basically lets you do over 30 just fine. No drops. So if you want to overclock your card, you can get over 30 pretty easily instead of dropping below 30 on 900p low, as you can see. So yeah, 60 frames, not really going to happen on this card unless you use a mod to disable the global illumination. So yeah, overclock your card if you want to do 900p low, 30 frames per second. So yeah, if we could use the mod from the Steam version to unlock the frame rate and disable the global illumination, it would be the absolute best version of the game. So let's now do 720p low. Let's see what we can do with that. Probably at 720p we can crank up those settings, but hey, let's give it a shot. No RX4 580 today, you are so sad. Don't be sad, it's 10 FPS over the 570, but I borrowed it, I lent it to a friend, because there's no GPUs in the market at the moment. And since it runs so similar to the 570, I thought it was good to just get rid of it for now. So sorry about that, but it runs so similar to the 570 that it's hard to justify, at least for now. So now we're at 720p low, no overclock. What is PC GamePass? It's the Windows Store version. As you can see, at 720p low, we're getting over 30 just fine, which was to be expected really, if 900p low was playable. So yeah, low budget. If you have a GT 1030, it's going to be basically the same. The GT 1030, I'm saving it for separate videos. But as you can see, pretty easy to do over 30 at 720p. I can probably crank up those settings. So let's crank those up. The main difference I want to do is ambient occlusion. Ambient occlusion improves the visuals so much that it would be a shame not to have it, really. Okay. So this is basically medium shadows, effects. You cannot really put them on medium because there's no such thing. So this is 720p medium plus ambient occlusion. I don't know, it's double S or double C? Double C, okay. Occlusion has double C, not double S. Okay, so 720p medium now. Okay, the game does look better in my opinion, because now we got ambient occlusion and a post anti-aliasing solution that is bundled in. And slightly better shadows, which I'm not really noticing a huge difference, really. But the ambient occlusion does make the game look a lot better. So yeah, this will be how I would play the game, actually, on the 750 Ti. Medium settings, ambient occlusion enabled, and that's about it. As you can see, over 30, no problems, no need for an overclock, no need for nothing really. What about 480p? 480p is already too low if I'm already getting 30 on this. 480p, yeah, maybe 60, but that's a little too low, I think. I mean, I'd rather use mods on the Steam version at that point. I hope your friend has fun mining. No, he's not mining, he's a programmer. But he does not have an iGPU and likes to game Rainbow Six Siege, so yeah. Bad thing that his GPU died. But yeah, it was an emergency. So yeah, as you can see, best settings in my opinion, 720p medium, ambient occlusion enabled, and that's basically it. 30 frames, you get good visuals, and the game is very stable. So far, no stutters on this version. So yeah, nothing really to complain about. Well, to complain about, the only thing is that we do not get a global illumination option like before, which is a shame. But yeah, and this version has achievements, even achievements, so it's good to see. The Steam version does have them, I think. It still does, yeah, I think the Steam version has them as well. But alright, time to do the 1650 Super. I expect that one to do 1080p 60 without a problem. So yeah. Let's do self-destruction. And then we swap to the 1650 Super. Alright, good stuff. YouTube, do not sue me for this, please. Okay, it's gone. And it's gone. I'm going to comment about the FAR mod at the end of the video. So let's swap to the 1650 Super now. I can't feel difference between 59 and 60 FPS. I can feel huge difference between 30 and 60. It makes sense. Between 59, I mean, personally, from my experience, as long as I'm over 50 frames, even using a controller, I do not notice much of a difference if there's no FPS counter. So from 50 to 60, I can happily stay looking at the game saying, oh, it looks very smooth. But I'd rather have that over 30 frames per second. Really? So 1650 Super, let's plug it in. Let's make it be better smooth now. But remember guys, this is a game that runs better on AMD cards, so maybe the 570 is on par with the 1650 Super. Yeah, fan service, I have to do fan service before swapping GPUs, I mean, it couldn't be any other way. No, the best part! Well, the thing is I'm on YouTube, so YouTube is very restrictive with that, so I try to wash my hands and pretend that that didn't happen. I pretend it was an accident. How do you swap between GPUs? I turn off the PC, grab the GPU, put another one, and that's basically it. Not much to it than that. Oh, I forgot to plug in the HDMI cable. My bad. What's your best card? The 2060. That's the fastest card I have, but it's doing the live stream. That's why I can remove my background without a green screen. So yeah, we're back into the PC now with the 1650 Super, which I'm going to show you right now. So we're doing 1080p high. So if you guys can remember, 1080p high on the 570 was like 60 to 70% GPU usage. So as you can see, 1650 Super, there it is. Let's launch Nier Automata, how they would say. A man of culture. It couldn't be any other way, sir. It couldn't be any other way. Do you advise changing an i5-9400F to a Ryzen 5 5600X just for gaming with a 5600 XT? Yeah, I think it would be a good improvement. But yeah, you're swapping between 6 cores 6 threads to 6 cores 12 threads. Very high single-threaded performance, so it should be a good improvement, especially if you want to aim for over 60 frames. That will be a huge improvement. So yeah, what I would do in your situation is to see if, if you want to do that change, It will be a huge improvement on CPU bound scenarios very quickly. You would be able to do emulators a lot smoother. It will be a huge improvement, no doubt about it. So go for it, man. From 9400F to 5600X, it's a huge improvement. I'm going to go all the way up to high, so hang on. I'm doing it wrong. So I had to put yes. Effects on high. Let's see if the 570 in this case runs it better or worse. Probably going to be on par with the 570 because this game is running better on AMD cards. So yeah. Anyways, let's jump back in. Wish me luck, guys. I'm going to need it. Do you think that Ryzen 3400G can hit 60 frames with integrated? If you use the Steam version at 720p without global illumination, it's probably doable, although it won't be lock 60. And you'll have stutter because Steam version. So yeah. Alright. As you can see, guys, 60% GPU usage, just like the 570. Let's run around. But as you can see, butter smooth. The stutters that stopped the game before are completely gone.
This must have been quite a city once upon a time.
Which is the biggest difference between this version and the Steam version. If you modded the Steam version with the FAR mod, yeah, you can disable the global illumination and get more FPS and unlock the frame rate. But you get big stutters that really are really noticeable. And as you can see in this one, they're basically gone.
Have anything to do with our operation?
It's not there anymore.
I just figured it might feel nice to have some good weather.
So yeah,
Feeling nice has
I'm
no
seeing
bearing
very
on
similar
completing
numbers to the
missions.
570. We're going to see for real how it runs once we do
Anyway, talk to
1440p.
you later.
To be it's an existential crisis. Yeah, basically. To sum up, that's a good representation. Yeah. But I mean, look at that. So smooth. It's ridiculously smooth. ¿Qué versión es esta? La de la tienda de Windows 10.
Plant life has claimed most of the central
This is,
area.
guys, this is a Microsoft Store version of the game.
Records show that vegetation has grown to an
Which apparently is a newer build than the one on Steam, so...
Wonder if there are any huge
I'm noticing there's no stutter in this version, there's no de novo, there's... Basically, they polished this version. For some reason, they didn't do that with the Steam version. Pretty weird. Whoa. Okay, I think it's time to do 1440p. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the 580, although in this game the 580 is faster. Because this game runs better on AMD cards. So let's try 1440p now. As you could remember, to do 60 at 1440p on the 570, we needed to go to low. We're going to see if that's the case on the 1650 Super. I'm expecting similar numbers to the 570 because again, this game runs better on AMD cards. Yeah, as expected. As you can probably notice, let me reload the checkpoint. So I can start with the camp again. But as you could probably notice, it was at the mid-40s. On the 570 it was mid-40s, mid-50s on high 1440p. What about the 1050 Ti? Rewind the live stream. I already tested that one. Yeah, the tearing is going to happen because there's no VSync enabled. So yeah, to be expected, really. So let's see. Let's see if running around we drop into the 40s like before. Or not. Okay, yeah, very similar to the 570. The 570 dropped into the 40s when there's a lot of foliage. So yeah, pretty similar to the 570. So the 580 in this case would beat the 1650 Super pretty easily.
It is time for your regularly
The
scheduled
580 in this
contact.
case will beat
This
60
is 2B.
frames, no
Nothing to
problem.
report.
Good to hear.
So yeah,
Say, how's the
they should
weather
allow
on
us to
Earth
uncap
today?
the frame rate.
Good?
Yeah, agreed,
It's fine.
agreed.
Does that
The only
question have
thing this
anything to do
version
with
is
our
missing
operation?
is uncap the frame rate and lower the global illumination quality. If we get that, it will be the best version of the game, without a doubt. 1650 Super equals PS4 Pro? Maybe, maybe. Depends on the game. But as you can probably notice, yeah, very similar to the 570 in this game in particular. So yeah. Let's try lowering it to medium. Now let's go straight to low. Let's see if on low we can actually get 60s. I think we can, but hey, gotta check it out. I hate when games are capped to 60, same, but sometimes there's not much of an option. But hey, so let's try 1440p low now, and then we do 4K low. So 1440p low now, and we're getting 59, just like the 570. Alright, yeah, basically the same as the 570 in this case. So in this particular game that runs better on AMD, the 570 runs like the 1650 Super, the 580 is going to be faster than the 1650 Super, and if you have something faster than RX 580 from the AMD GPU side, you're going to have a great time with this game, performance-wise. If you have like a 6700 XT, 5500 XT, 6800 XT, you're going to be able to do 1440p over 60 very easily once they uncap the frame rates in this version. So yeah, pretty good. We're pretty good. But yeah, anyways. So now 4K low should be basically 30 frames per second with some drops. So let's give that a shot. 4K. Here we go. Wish me luck. Hopefully the PC doesn't catch fire. What would even be the point to having more than 60 in a single player game? Well, if you have a 144Hz monitor, it's going to be a lot smoother. That's basically the reason. And sometimes when it's locked to 60, you get some extra screen tearing. Okay, 4K low now. Well, as you can see, 4K low on the 1650 Super is below 30 frames per second. So in this game, the 570 is a little bit faster than the 1650 Super. As you can see, we're dropping below 30 frames, and the 570 was basically 31, 32 frames. So yeah, 570 in this game is faster. Super interesting how that works. Yeah, higher FPS is better, and it's good to have the option. PC is all about options, guys. If you remove options, PC is not going to like it. So yeah, as you can see, 4K is below 30. On the 570 it was 30 with some drops, so yeah, definitely better on the AMD side. So yeah, I think that's about it. So let's sum it up now that we're here. So to sum up, this is the part that I'm talking about, the Steam version versus the Windows Store version. So this is the Windows Store version of the game that comes with Game Pass. So what's the difference between this and the Steam version? Well, first of all, we get a fidelity effects option for adaptive sharpening. That's not present in the Steam version as far as I can remember. Then, what else? Performance. This version of the game appears to run the same, almost the same, as the day one version on Steam, but the biggest difference with this version is that it doesn't have the Nuvo DRM, it doesn't have the stutter that uses a lot of hard drive. Those stutters are gone. This version does not stutter whatsoever. Then, the Steam version. The improvement about the Steam version is that you can mod it with the FAR mod to get more performance, disabling the global illumination option. So that's a good thing on the Steam version. With a mod you can lower the settings further to get more performance, and you can unlock the frame rate with that mod as well. But the disadvantage is that the Steam version stutters a lot, even with the mod installed. So yeah, if you have a GPU that can do 60 frames in this game without lowering the settings of the global illumination, this version is the best in that case, because you're not going to get stutter. But if you have a low-end GPU, you are not able to lower the settings further in this version because you don't have the mods to do it, and you don't have uncapped frame rates. So my advice, if you have a good GPU, play the Windows Store version, and if you don't have a good GPU, play the Steam version with mods, since you can lower the settings further. And but the problem with the Steam version, again, you're going to have stutter, so in this game the stutter is pretty noticeable, in my opinion. So yeah, if they put this patch on the Steam version and we can use mods to unlock the frame rate and lower the global illumination, it's going to be the best version of the game, no doubts. So that's basically my judgment, my thoughts on this new version. This version, again, it's on the Microsoft Store version and it's included with Game Pass, so you don't have to buy the game again. You can just pay for a month of Game Pass and finish the game right away. So yeah, can you use a global special K on Game Pass version? As far as I know, you cannot. So yeah, this is the version I'm using, the one that comes with Game Pass on the Windows Store version. Let's go to the Nier Automata Steam Hub. Let's see if there's anyone complaining about this. It's going to be fun. So hang on, gotta zoom in. So I'm going to increase the zoom on the screen so you guys can see. Let's check out the Steam thing. Okay. As you can see, there's people already complaining about it, which is fair. I mean, Square Enix, update the game for us too, please. Square Enix, give us Game Pass version of the game. Let's review this game until Square Enix gives us a patch. PS4 Game Pass edition. It seems that the edition base Become as God for Xbox One is a better port with some new features, which doesn't stutter. And the cutscenes did not stutter at all in this version. So yeah, as you can see, once they put this patch on the Steam version, if they ever do, it's going to be the best version of the game. So please, Square Enix, give us the stutter-free version of the game on Steam, please. As you could guys see across the entire live stream, the game didn't stutter at all. It didn't stutter at all. It was perfect. So we just need this on the Steam version so we can uncap the frame with mods, change the textures with mods, and we can lower the global illumination. And that's basically it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. It's been a lot of fun revisiting Nier Automata. As you can see, it runs a lot better. It runs a lot better in a sense that it doesn't stutter anymore, and it doesn't have the Lenovo DRM on the Windows Store version. So yeah, you're going to get the Game Pass version. Okay, just make sure to pay for 1 month of Game Pass, play the Game Pass version, enjoy it, stutter free, no problems. So yeah, you cannot use mods on the Game Pass version as far as I know, which is the biggest downside. That's why I want them to update the Steam version so we can actually mod it. So we get the Lenovo free version with mods. That would be amazing. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see ya next time. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you all. See